my money me alone. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Homie making good, my money me alone. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Homie making good, my money me alone. Money, homie making good, my money me alone. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Homie making good, my money me alone. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Homie making good, my money me alone. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Homie making good, my money me alone. Money, homie making good, my money me alone. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Homie making good, my money me alone. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Homie making good, my money me alone. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Homie making good, my money me alone.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Coach Ricks, man, and this is Coach's Talk, where we discuss all things OU related, college football related, all things in between. Before we get started, guys, please hit that red subscribe button, man, like the videos, man, and ring that bell so you won't miss any content that we got going forward. As we always do, we always bring in our special guests when we have a special edition, and it's my boy Mike the Legend and the one and only Mr. Bishop Frank. I think Bishop just went out. What's going on, big dog?
Not much, brother. I was jamming to your intro video, man. You missed me popping and locking.
Oh, you stupid.
Mike back there grooving, moving and grooving.
Boy,
Man,
I was getting jiggy
crazy.
with it. I was getting jiggy with it.
Okay, Will Smith. Okay, I get jiggy with it. Hey, man, special edition, man, of Coach's Talk, man, where we have our two best guests on, man. Some brothers of mine, man, that we gel so well together, man. So we felt like we're going to address this issue of 5 players that Oklahoma cannot lose in the 2025 season. Now, they could be the same. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we're going to have pretty much the same at the top. But, I mean, just something that we can just chit-chat about, man, and talk about, man. But before we do that, how do you guys feel about Oklahoma and Texas A&M sharing SEC co-championship?
Oh, it is what it is, Coach.
Yeah, for me, I would have loved to see him play, but I know this. Tomorrow's a selection Sunday, and it's Mother's Day, so you don't want to be playing on Mother's Day. I thought it was both of them made the right decision together.
Excuse me. Well, no, I mean that's a good. I mean, do we say a win's a win?
A win's a win, brother.
Hey,
I mean,
they came back. Hey,
dude, they
Texas A&M. So
Texas A&M beat the brakes off Texas, man.
Molly Whopper.
I know.
Hey,
when you did that, I was
what's
like,
up, TP? Yeah.
I was looking at it and I was like, wait a minute, that says 14-2.
Hey, beat the brakes off. Hey, as my daughter them all say, beat the brakes off of them. Because I was like, damn, Texas ain't. But I saw the game, and like always, Texas just chokes. I don't know. No. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's something about Texas, man, that this is y'all's year. You got all the intangibles, you got all the players, you got everything working for you right now, and you get. I don't mind getting beat, but they got the shit beat out of them.
They got their britches pulled down and smacked.
Yeah, and I want to send a shout out to coaching them because nobody gave us any type of chance.
Oh no,
with as much as we lost last year, and what her and that coaching staff have put together, she literally is the coach of the year, hands down.
Oh, you got to give it to her.
You got to.
Well, hold on. Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Texas A&M, they've overcome a lot, man. But Texas A&M is senior led and junior led. They have a lot of they have 7 or 8 seniors because this is the same team that Oklahoma beat down by 20 points 2 years ago in Norman.
Yeah.
And these are the same girls. So I don't know, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, Patty's showing why she the GOAT.
Absolutely.
She's showing why she should be the head coach for Team USA.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Big salute.
I'm shocked, but I'm not. I'm not shocked, but I'm not surprised. I'm shocked, but not surprised. Oklahoma
I want to share something with y'all.
Go
something
ahead.
dropped in my spirits after yesterday. Do you realize all the ones that were struggling were the ones that came through yesterday?
Showed up. Yeah. Showed up. But Patty, dude, she used 5 pitchers again yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She used 5 again. And they mentioned that on TV. They mentioned on TV that, hey, she did it last year in the championship game. But I can't say having the balls to do it, but having the passion and having the, what's the word I'm trying to use? Having the guts to do that in the game.
Moxie.
Yes, in the moxie to do it in a game like that. Because that was a dangerous team.
Yeah, Arkansas is very dangerous.
Arkansas, look, man, DJ, hey, I don't know what it is, but them damn Gasso brothers, they can teach hitting. I don't know what secret sauce they using, but damn, I mean, they're gonna be coaching somewhere soon.
They using a little bit of Crystal hot sauce with some Tony Chachere's and
You know what we did when I played travel ball and coached my girls? We were so good. We were hitting tennis balls, and we were hitting golf. If you can hit a golf ball going fast, oh yeah, you special. Because it's just, I mean, you got to see the ball leave the hip. I always tell people, man, keep your eye on the hip where the ball's coming from. You can see if it's going to rise. You can see if it's going to be a curve. You can see, but when it's going 67 and 70 miles per hour, hey, it's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
Definitely.
But yes, Patty Gasso is the best head coach OU has ever had. Yeah.
Big salute.
Yeah. She above Bob. She above Bob. She above Barry. She above all of them, to be honest.
She the GOAT. She's above Bud now.
Now it starts
and
to
realize we got her from a junior college. Do you realize she came from a junior college? So that notion of you never know what type of diamond you're gonna get. You just got to trust the process.
Hey, Sooner Cowboy, I don't know about that because Texas A&M used their ace all yesterday.
Yeah,
and
she wasn't pitching today.
Their backup. Well, if she would have pitched, she wouldn't have been as effective as she would have been if she would have got rest. Yeah. Sam was resting the whole day, yesterday and today.
Well, what I should say,
Sam was going to pitch regardless.
She would become a closer, I think, if push come to shove. But as far as being the starter, she did it all last year. Let me back up. She was one of those pitchers they counted on heavily last year, so she has done it before.
TP, you crazy. Coach Ricks, I play golf and I can't hit a golf ball. Hey man, that's that what's the movie called? That
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore kind of stuff and everything.
Just
with
Cap root. I mean, y'all crazy. But also, I sent you guys something today that shocked me, and you guys told me that my daughter did something, man, that I never thought that she would do.
Yeah,
she went on and got her a single out. It's going to be on Spotify and it's going to be on Apple Music and everything here in a few more days. I was shocked, man, that she did that because
big salute to your daughter.
Yeah,
we know that she can sing, but we didn't know she can sing like that.
She should sing, not sing.
But
she sang.
but it's auto tune, so you really don't get to feel and hear the voice like she sings in church and stuff, and when she does things around the house. we know that she could sing, but we was like, you know, she's so busy with doing this and doing that. So I was shocked, man, when she sent it to me and everything.
I
So
bet your daughter is such a good singer she don't need auto tune.
uh,
All right, Daddy.
no, I mean, man, I'm always be 100 with you.
I know.
I just think, man, that I try to. I mean, she's doing so much right now, man. It's the real estate, then it's the orthodontist, and then now with the studio time and everything, and then she got her consignment store open, and then she's a mom, and then she's doing. I mean, it's just that she's just doing so much shit.
She
that
wears so many hats.
Dude, she wears so many hats, man, and I'm like, it's like every week something else she doing. So, and then my youngest one. She's a tattoo artist, then she's an artist, then she plays basketball, then she plays softball, and I mean, I'm just like, and they both model, and I'm like, man, y'all killing. Dad ain't got to do nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the best kind I like, when I ain't got to come out of my pocket for no money. So she told me, she said, Dad, she said, it's up to you. She said, if you want to play it for your listeners to see what they think, then you do that.
I love it.
And then she said, let me know what I need to change. So for 2 minutes, I'm going to play some of her song. And then in the comments, y'all let me know what y'all think. And be honest, like I said, I don't need everybody to say, oh, man, it's great. I need honest criticism,
Coach.
Because before she goes up there and embarrass herself, I want her to be prepared, because everybody's not going to like it.
Coach, me being a musician, you know I'm going to tell it like it is.
Yeah, I knew. Well, I knew when I sent it to you, I knew that you were going to tell me the truth. All right, so everybody in the comments, I got 8 people in the comments and everything. Y'all just give me y'all's honest opinion of what y'all think, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll jump on these emails, because Jason gonna jump in a few minutes.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys give me y'all honest opinion, and we're gonna let you hear it. All right. Let's see if I can do it. All right, here it is. Can y'all hear that?
You got it mute?
Can y'all hear it?
I can. It's coming in and out.
Yeah.
And you know that you are I see. It's just me and you. I don't know where I be. Got me to a point I don't wanna leave. It's just me. Don't wanna leave. You know where I'm at. Come and pull up on me. I just got off the plane and I'm in another country. If I wanna go to Gucci, Louis, Fendi, he gon' get it if you want it. I want it. Yeah, Miami throwing honey, so in the morning. Get the Lambo if we want it. And you know we riding for it. We take trips just like we torn. I be tripping on the yacht and we got all the models for it. We tripping on the yacht. We tripping on the yacht. We tripping on the yacht. And you know that you are I see. It's just me and you. I don't know where I be. Got me to a point I don't wanna leave.
All right. That's a little bit of it. The hard copy.
I'll tell you
and the
right,
master.
Coach, you want me to keep it 100 with you?
Yeah.
I would buy her CDs over Beyonce.
Nah, I don't know about all that now.
No, I'm serious.
Beyonce be
No.
rocking, man. Don't get me wrong. I mean, hey,
No, I'm coach. I'm being 100.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm a guy. I like local artists and people like that, man, because it's a genuine sound, and
Mhm.
it's not catered to a certain type of audience that people go
Right.
crazy for.
She got a good
So
voice.
Yeah,
She's got.
tell her to stay in that avenue. She got
Mhm.
something there,
yeah, she
and just keep working on her
don't like
craft, man.
yeah, she got another song, man, that when she sung it, it was mainly for me. And man, it almost had me teary-eyed, man. I was like, man, come on now. Y'all can't be you had coach and everything, man, in
Let's
the
listen to
corner.
that one. Let's
Oh
listen to that
no,
one.
oh no, oh no, oh no. What it is that
Nah, I'm teasing.
no, when I married my wife, Alicia was 2 years old. So
Oh, wow.
I became an instant dad. So
Right.
now she's 28. So 25, 26 years later, she feels a certain way about me. So she made a song about, man, it almost had me, boy, take my clothes off, man, and go to bed because I was so crying, man. It was emotional, man, because it was like it showed a video of when me and her was swinging, playing when she was 2, and then when she was
Yeah.
4, and then when she was 6, and then we were playing softball,
Oh, wow.
and I mean just growing up together and everything, man. So
So
yeah, man.
she done what they called a life walk video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me think. So TP said fire. Okay, I appreciate it, TP. Kimberly K is in the building. What's going on, Kimberly K? Kimberly
Happy
K said she's
Mama's
driving
Day.
back. She said my baby graduated today from OU's Price College of Business. Boomer. That's what I'm talking about.
All
Happy
right.
Mama's
Go there.
Happy Mama's
Congratulations.
Day, Kimberly.
Happy Mother's
First,
Day.
Hey,
ha-
to all of y'all, Jimmy, everybody, man, tell y'all's wives and significant other, man, happy Mother's Day. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what it's all about. Drive
Yeah.
safe. So who writes her songs? She writes her own songs.
see that's the thing
She
right there.
writes her own
Yeah.
songs and everything. She writes her own
Yeah.
songs.
Because that's huge nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, well, like I said, she used some of her money from NIL to buy the studio time and everything. And then the studio that she has and everything, you can rent studio time out of where she bought it from and everything. So she used some of her
Gotcha.
NIL money and everything, man, to start that up.
I got it. As far as writing your own music, I hate to bring this up, but when Johnny Cash, when he first walked into Sun Studios to record Sam Phillips for
Yeah.
Sam Phillips' son, at Sun, he sang an old Jimmy Davis gospel song. I was there
Gotcha.
when it happened. And
Oh, man.
Sam stopped him in the middle of his performance, and he said, "John, tell me the truth. If you were lying in a ditch, dying in the gutter, would you want that song to be what you remembered, what you're remembered by, or would you want to be remembered by a song that you felt, something that you that was a lot?" And that's when Johnny Cash recorded Folsom Prison Blues.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
I hear you.
we have some singing people in our family, man. That's made it off. Sing. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, boy, these organic sparkling drinks, boy, they get to you. They make you burp, boy, and do all kind of stuff. Trying this new pineapple mango organic sparkling probiotic drink. I don't need no help with that, but you know, it is what it is. Awesome job, Mom, Kimberly K. Congratulations. Yeah, man. Hey, Kimberly K, I've been there and done that, man. Mine graduated last month. It's an accomplishment, man, for a parent to know that their child accomplished something, man, that so many others don't get to experience.
Yeah. Paging Dr. Rex. Paging Dr. Rex.
And hold on, David Whitehead said, from what I could hear, great voice. Is this a targeted audience? Not my cup of tea, and doesn't sound like anything my teenager listened to. Do your thing. Great job on the song. Well, Alicia lives in this lifestyle. Now, the one thing that I can say about my daughter, man, that I'm trying to get her to come down to earth. This Louis and Gucci and all that, I don't do that stuff. I don't anything that I gotta save my paychecks for to go buy. I don't need it. But she can go and buy, these Gucci boots and Louis Vuitton, this and that, and Dolce.
Yeah.
I don't got time for all that stuff, man. Give me good old fashioned Costco shorts or pants or shoes. Now I'll wear some Nikes in a heartbeat, but I'm just not that type of guy. I mean, Academy, yeah, but to go spend $1,000 for a pair of shoes, hell no. I ain't gonna do it.
No way.
If I buy a pair of shoes $1,000, they better not get dirty. They better be stainless steel and can't get dirty, man. So
Yeah.
it is what it is and everything. Hey, David, Kimberly K, congratulations. David Whitehead's son graduated last night. Good job, David.
Good job,
Yeah,
David.
awesome, David.
Big salute.
Big salute on that, man.
Well, all right, guys. Well, we're going to jump into these emails, man, and then we're going to jump on the topic for the day. 5 players Oklahoma cannot lose in the 2025-26 season.
Letter
Put yours in
Tater
the
Chip.
chat.
So
Everybody put yours in the chat. When
5
you
players
come
that
with
y'all
yours.
feel like Oklahoma cannot lose. Not teams, players on the team right now that Oklahoma cannot lose. All right. But this first email is from Steve Hawkins. What's going on, Coach? Steve Hawkins from Peachland, South Carolina. Oh, damn. My wife put this in here. I know she did. Steve Hawkins from Peachland, South Carolina. Man, we heard your daughter last week at the Dolce Oven, and man, she can sing her ass off. Which one of your daughters was she? And will she be coming out with an album? I was shocked to see you there, and I was like, wait, that's Coach Ricks from Coaches Talk. Good luck with your daughter, and keep up with the podcast. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, she does local things around here and everything. She was so scared to go on her own, but I told her, I said, hey man, do that stuff. You never know. You know, hey, if you can model in underwear and model in swimsuits, singing should be easy as hell.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. So
There
I'll
you go.
model my Fruit of the Looms.
man, that's a
No.
scary sight. That's a scary sight. Tidy whitey.
No, I'm not a tidy whitey guy. I'm just being funny, Coach.
What you in Speedos, boxers?
Boxers, brother, boxers. I got to do the boxers.
My bad, man. On that. My bad.
That was a bad visual.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right,
All I can see is Chuck Berry going across the stage.
dude.
Hey, if I do that, I'll have my high vis yellow with a safety sticker, Speedo thong one when I do that.
All right,
You're
crazy. You crazy as hell. Well, y'all gonna get us banned off here and there to talk about the tidy whities.
All right. We're back on track. We got you.
What's going on, Coach Ricks in the panel? This is Owen Jones from Conway, Arkansas. I don't know if you remember me, but we went to college together when you were at UCA, and it's been a while since we've been in contact. But a lot of the guys here say that you've moved on to Charlotte, North Carolina, and that you have this podcast, which is doing very well. I just wanted to say, man, it's nice to see you have not changed. You still have the same upbeat attitude, and you are making a lot of difference in people's lives. Keep up the good work, and congratulations on the podcast.
Yes, you are, Coach.
What's going on,
Hey.
Owen? What's up, man?
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, bro.
I've learned, man, from this podcast, man, because I attach it to my Facebook, which is back home, because all my family's back home.
Gotcha.
I've gotten emails from people I went to college with, I served with, I went TDY with, different units with when I was in the military. They all emailing me about this podcast. And I'm like, who would have thought this podcast, man, would have an outreach like it has? And who would have thought that these emails, man, would be coming in every single day? And so I'm really blessed, man, that we can share this with other people, man, because it takes a lot for you to email me or email us and me to talk about it and put it on the podcast, man. So I appreciate you guys, man, and keep them coming in. Keep them coming in. All right, this next one, my wife put a star about it. Okay, I don't know what it is. What's going on, Coach? This is Beverly Thomas from Greensboro, North Carolina. Is your daughter the one that is dating Keontae Johnson, the NBA player for the Charlotte Hornets, and also he plays for the Greensboro Swarm? We didn't know that was your daughter. She was at the Downtown Cabaret Singing Club last week. Man, she can really sing. Damn, I guess everybody now singing this shit. I didn't know that she had that in her. We always hear you talk about her playing softball and things like that. Well, she is also beautiful as hell. Okay, man, keep it PG. So you have a quadruple threat: beauty, brains, athleticism, and talent. I know you're a very proud father. Just wanted to give you a shout out and tell you she's awesome, and I look forward to seeing how well this podcast does. Thank you for your time. Good luck with the podcast. Hey, Beverly, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Beverly.
She gonna love this podcast, man, because it's pretty much all about her ass.
hey, hold on. Hey, mama did right this.
Hey, man, those are her babies, man. I told you, those are her babies. Those are her babies. And you know, it is what it is. This one, she said, Will, one of your listeners will like this. That's okay. Hey, Coach, what's going on? I wanted to send prayers out to one of your listeners, Kimberly K. Wanted her to know that we are also praying for her. We love how you and Bishop and the panel really show love to your listeners and subscribers. That means a lot to people like us to listen to your show, that you take the time to consider us family. Let her know that we will pray for her, and we will hope that God blesses her with another job somewhere to where the stress will be minimized to the lowest. I also want to say you touch so many people's lives. I looked you up in Charlotte, and you are absolutely right. A lot of people know you. A lot of people think the world of you when it comes to teaching their kids. Keep up the great work. And Kimberly K, we love you, and we wish nothing but the best for you in the upcoming future. Proud of you guys. Good luck.
That's our first lady, or anybody.
Hey, man,
yeah, that's the first lady.
Out of all the emails, and I'm being honest, man, I'm almost touched right now. That means more to me than anything, because it's okay to be about me. But when it's someone, man, that we care about, man, that's one of our listeners, man, that means that they're listening and that they can feel the same compassion that we feel.
I'll get some here in a minute, honey.
When it comes about Kimberly K and everything. So yes, Kimberly K. Kimberly K says, praise God. Hey, man, that means a lot to me, man. You got to start crying and shit, man. I mean, that's just like us being the middleman for another person to feel for someone else that we care about, and that means a lot to me, man. So Kimberly K, I will forward that to you if you want, so you can reach out.
Kimberly K and I go way back before I even had a podcast. When I met her on Jason's, that's how I met Bishop too. And Kimberly, when I got my podcast, Kimberly K was my very first subscriber. That's why I always refer to her as the first lady. And she is salt of the earth. She is genuine. She just a sweet lady, and you know that one choked me up.
No. We've had some conversations, me and Kimberly K. Ham and everything, man. And like I said, I try to be an advocate for positive change, anything positive, man. Is that I today, man, I was coaching my team today, man, and I had a parent just come out of nowhere and just say, Elias thinks the world of you. And I was like, I think the world of him. She said, no, Elias thinks the world of you. She was like, he does better in school now. He don't talk back. He's not mouthy. He gets up every morning, brushes teeth, and says, because I always use, if you don't do these things, you can't go to practice Saturday. And so it means a lot to me, man, that just teaching these kids football and training them and doing things for them to see how it affects them with school and mom and dad. I mean, I've had a lot of parents say, hey, we got a little black kid named Eden. I got on to him today and I told his dad, said, Dad, come stand right behind him. Come stand right behind him. if he don't pay attention, you pop him. I can't. Dad said, no problem. No problem. Eden showed his I can say it. Eden showed his butt off for the next 30 minutes. I said, okay, Dad, you good. After that, I had no problem out of Eden. And he was like, how did you know how to do that? I said, well, one thing that I wanted as a little kid, I need the approval of my dad.
Yeah.
I need the
That is
approval.
true.
If I'm a young woman, I need the approval of my mother. It's just the way it goes. Is that I look up to my father, I look up to my dad in a way to where I want you to be proud of me. I want you to be happy of my accomplishment. So when dad is happy and the son sees it, the son gonna ball out.
Yeah.
And he balled his butt off for the 30 minutes and everything. And I said, stop looking in the birds in the sky and start playing. And I said, if not, I'm gonna buy some popcorn. You're gonna be on the bench eating it next to me.
For sure.
Yes, she says, yes, please send it to me. Thank you so much. Hey, Kim the K, I told you, man, we all got you. Not just
We
me,
got
Bishop, and Mike. The whole Coaches Talk posse. We all got
And
you.
let me take this moment, Coach, real quick.
Yes,
I
sir.
want people to understand how important this is, because a lot of times when you guys do stuff or you're a part of something, this show is more about what you guys bring and how important you are to, if you're willing to open up, amazing things can happen through this show. And that's why it was so important for Coach Ricks to come back, because it's a ministry. It's a avenue for just beautiful things to be inspired and to be received. So I hope everybody's understanding that, and don't be if you got to say something, say it, so we can definitely get your back.
And
I
I'm
want
going
people to say it. I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man. I'm so sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I want people to, that old saying, takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah.
Takes a village, man. Takes a village to protect you and provide for you and give you strength. Trust me, there is no Coach Ricks without my wife, my family, and my team. There is none. And I'm not ashamed of that and everything, man. So when I come on here, man, I try to be as open as I can, but I'm not false. I'm not fictional.
Right.
I'm a human being. I'm a real person, man, that try to give you real stuff. So when I give you real stuff, and Mike gives you real stuff, and Bishop gives you real stuff and everything, and then the listeners, that meant more to me from Beverly, man, just to address Kimberly K and the situation that she's going through. Because to take time out to say, you know what, God, please bless her with the ability to be okay that it's not okay. Allow her and everything to understand that you have her back, that you're not going to put too much on her. That means more to me than anything, man. So that's why I got emotional, is because it's somebody that you don't even know. She don't know Kimberly K. She have no idea who Kimberly K is. But for her to write an email and address it to Kimberly K means more to me than anything.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, I'm sorry, but
no, I was just going to take a couple of seconds to say, Coach, since knowing you, being how me and you chewed some of the same Southeast Oklahoma dirt, but you are definitely salt of the earth. You're genuine. You and Bishop both, I love y'all to death. If I was in Foxhole, you two, I couldn't think of a better, including Jason. I seen he's in now, but you three is the people I'd want to have in my Foxhole.
I heard that.
If something,
well, I don't want to be in the foxhole. I wouldn't mind being in the back seat of a car driving, or in the back seat letting y'all drive me somewhere. But I don't want to.
No, you know what I mean. The foxhole terminology.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, man, I get that. Bishop, you got a question, Bishop. Hey, Coach, and the panel, what's going on? This question is for Bishop. I wanted to ask you, who do you think will excel in the new Brent Venables band? Hold on. Okay. I'm going to get this right. Hey, Coach, what's going on? Hey, Coach and the panel, what's going on? This question is for Bishop. I wanted to ask you, who do you think will excel in the new Brent Venables Oh, Ben
Brandon Eagle.
Arbuckle. No. Ben Arbuckle offense. Also,
Okay.
what do you think about Oklahoma finishing in the top 20 on both sides of the ball? Thank you guys for all you do. Good luck with the podcast.
Great question. Oh man, I think we're starting to gain momentum. Understand we're still building in the laboratory, but as you can see, the nucleus is there. On the defense, we're in the right season. We have plenty of experience, and we got the experience plus youth. And then on the offense side, we always knew we had the components. We just needed the leadership, and now we got leadership in the Arbuckle. I, to me, we should be top 15 on both sides of the ball, minimum.
Okay. All right, Mike. Jason, that link sent. Jason, the link sent.
I can't say it better than Bishop just said it.
All right,
I
I just
don't
got
even-
an
I
email.
don't- Okay.
I just got an email from Dwayne. Dwayne, see how easy I get it, Dwayne? I just got it, big dog. Dwayne says, Coach Rick, so what do you think about the Thunder lost Friday night? Man, look, I'll think about it like this. You can't go through the regular season and dominate the way that they did and separate yourself like they did and then get to the postseason in the playoffs and then you want to switch up what you did the whole damn regular season.
Facts.
I never understood that. Sometimes as coaches, man, we overthink ourselves and we over strategize. Do the same shit that got you the best record in the NBA. Why would you change? Why would you change rotation? Why would you change shooting techniques? Why would you change a lot of things? The matchup is easy. Y'all got 3, 6, 10, 11 guys. Why aren't you playing them? But you want to play small ball. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. So, hey, Dwayne, I don't know, man. I just think that they're gonna mess around and lose that series if they don't get back to playing Thunder basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I also would say that they need to go back to what got them there, their heart and playing for one another.
Yeah. Kimberly K said, on a human level, we've all experienced loss and various forms of suffering. Thank you all for loving me, and my season is my turn again. Hey, man, look, God is faithful. She said, there it is right there. They stopped moving the ball. Look.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a basketball guy. I got a scholarship in basketball and football, but I love basketball more than football. But I coach better in football. So it's crazy. But basketball is my first love. Football is my second love. I don't understand how you cannot move the ball. That's one of the main things, man, that I love about basketball is that you get out of basketball what you put in.
Yeah.
If you don't put in no hard work, you ain't gonna get shit. If you go out there and just be lazy and think that just talent is gonna take you there, you're gonna get your butt mollywop like Texas did today or yesterday. So you gotta always don't change anything, Thunder. Go back to doing what you did in the regular season, and you'll be fine.
Dance with who you bring you.
Yep. All right, that's what we got. We got 2 more left.
Oh,
okay. We got Big Dog in the room. We got Big Dog in the room. The one and only Jason Watkins.
Yeah.
What's up, J-Dub?
What's up,
hey, J-Dub.
How y'all doing?
Not much, man. I like the hat.
Hey,
like
man, I got me a new one, man. It's that Fanatics partner link works, you know. I don't know, nobody seems to use that much, but it does work.
Hey, Jason, I was metaphorically speaking, brother.
No, I know you were. I was just busting your chops a little bit. But
I know.
Yeah, you keep it there in Foxhole. I don't like them suckers.
Me either.
Do you guys remember when Oklahoma played UConn in the Fiesta Bowl? 2012, 2011.
Yeah.
We drove from Fort Smith, Arkansas to Glendale, Arizona, 19 hours. All right. It was 4 of us. Now I'm gonna tell you the secret how you get out of driving. Your turn. All right. So I got the second. My cousin Mike got the first drive. He drove 4 hours. So we got to around by Texas Tech, and we going by the stadium. You know that little, you hit that little sign and hit that about 4 or 5 times. Hey man, you good? Hey man, you good? Oh no, I'm good. I got it. No man, pull your ass over. I got it. Hey, I pull over, get my sleeping bag, get in the back seat. I'm going to sleep. I know they're mad as hell now because they probably gonna listen to this podcast. Say, man, you son of a bitch. You sorry, dog. You.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Hey man, but I love that, man. I love that, man. So Jason, man, topic of the day, man. 5 players Oklahoma cannot lose in 2025 season.
They can't lose.
Can't lose. Can't lose.
Oh, you can't afford to lose.
Can't afford to lose.
Players and stuff you don't want to lose. Is that what we're saying?
Well, it's from this day forward into the season. Someone that 5 players that Oklahoma cannot lose, and it could be starters. It could be somebody on the bench, man. That's more of a leader for the younger guys. It could be a coach.
Yeah,
it's just 5 players Oklahoma cannot lose in 2025.
Well,
so I'll let you go first since you jumped in late.
Well, I'll give you one, but I don't want to say. Let's see. Let me think about it. But I would think that you don't want to lose. You can't lose. Can't afford to lose.
Damn, that's a good. I should have worded it that way.
I think early on
you can't lose.
Yeah. I think early. I think I'm going to go another direction here, but because of the way that everybody's been talking a little bit, I feel like the guys you can't afford to lose are up front. So I don't necessarily think it's one guy, but I think that if it was one out of those guys, it would be Jacob Sexton. Probably.
Jacob Sexton. Thank you. That's who I got.
I think Jacob Sexton. I think you've got some guys that could move into that place. What you don't want to do is lose that depth there, because I think you're going to have some guys that get banged up no matter what. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah.
And I think I wouldn't say the quarterback situation. I think that you want to have material as long as you can have him. But something tells me we're going to need Michael Hawkins at some point this year, because he likes to run the way that he does.
Right.
As material goes, he could get banged up a little bit. You might need Mike to come in. You know, but I think in order for you to keep those guys both upright for the most part, you need to make sure that those guys up front are doing their thing. So I think Sexton. I think another one would be a guy like EPL. I think he's going to start there. You know what I mean? I do. So I think that left side of that offensive line, especially, would be important.
I got a stat for you when you said Jacob Sexton. All right, he's only allowed 2 sacks when he starts the game. Only allowed 2 sacks out of 2 years. 2 sacks. And he has only been healthy half a season for 2 years. So he's only played a half a season. So if he can stay healthy, we need him, because we noticed when he went out in the ball game against Tennessee, shit started going downhill.
Well, and same with Ole Miss. You know, that's where you put Logan Howland in, and he had a fatal flaw in that game. Remember, he was Gabe was talking about it. He was taking the first step backwards. He said that's death for a left tackle. So now he got better, you know, and he figured it out. But I think it's important. And again, I'll be honest with you. I think that the depth is really good there. I think that he's the leader of that offensive line, though. So you want him to be there. I think that you could put Logan Howland in. I think you can put Isaiah Autry-Dent is going to be ready to go. You know, those guys, the freshmen, I haven't brought the freshmen up, and not because I'm not thinking that they're amazing. I do think they're amazing. I think that you don't want them to have to be really good or playing a lot in year one if you don't have to, right? So I think there's some depth there, but I think that I know it would keep most Oklahoma fans feeling a lot better if their anchor on that whole line was okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder if you guys knew this. Oklahoma has 4 seniors on offense. Only 2 of them are significant. That's Spencer Brown and is it Gendron Hatchett?
Neither one of those guys are back.
Yeah,
Neither one of those guys are back. So
No.
okay, so I got a bad update from
let me
ESPN.
look at I'll bring up the depth chart. Hold on real quick.
Okay, because ESPN gave me one that said it was active and up to date.
No, man, it ain't that. And here's the thing about Oklahoma's depth chart: it doesn't come from OU. I promise. They don't even put it out there. So the best place to look is like our lads. They do a pretty good job.
Okay.
Right now they're showing. Right now, that's kind of weird. Right now they're showing Logan Howland in front of Jacob Sexton.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
But Heath Ozida at guard.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either. Troy Everett, Fabici.
This is just probably a depth chart, but it's not a depth chart. It's probably just.
Let me give you all the guys though. So you've got right tackle. Right tackle. You got Jake Taylor, Derek Simmons, Luke Backlinko, who's the guy that came over from Stanford, right? That was in the first portal. Then at right guard, you've got Fabici Wiwu, Eddie Pierre-Louis, Ryan Foji, and Alan Gunner, who's a redshirt junior. I don't know. I think that EPL probably moves to the left side, but this is what they're showing there. This is a more of a correct assessment of the guys that are there, though. Troy Everett, Jake Makla, however you say it, and Owen Hollenbeck at the center. Ozida, Akinkumi, Sean Hutton at left guard, and then you've got Sexton, Howland, Fasusi, and Isaiah Autry-Dent at left. Now, what I would tell you is the tackles, I expect Isaiah Autry-Dent to move over to right tackle and I think Derek Simmons is your starter there right now. Jake Taylor, I think you'd like to see him be ready to go. I don't know that he is. And I don't know exactly what all happened there, but he's still in Oklahoma, which is actually kind of surprising. I think a lot of people were expecting him to go to SMU or something like that. So him staying around, it's actually a good sign. It's a good sign, but I think that I would expect Isaiah definitely to move over to the right side, and be in that top 2 if he's good and healthy like we were expecting. Derek Simmons, I think, is the guy that they want starting there. But I think that you could see Taylor and Isaiah getting significant time there on that side because they're going to need them to. I think Fabici Wiwu might have the right guard locked up a little bit, but I think the where they have
Eddie Pierre.
Yeah, I think EPL. I think EPL is going to be playing on the left side though. And I think they've got it switched here.
Yeah. So on mine, the left tackle they got Logan, and then left guard they have Jacob Sexton, and then center they have Troy Everett. Right guard they have Eddie Pierre-Louis. Right tackle they have Derek Simmons. Right.
So I could see. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Now, one thing guard Sexton moving to guard. There's a lot of talk about people are wondering, is he going to end up being a guard in the NFL?
Yeah.
Well, he might be. Right. He could very well be. I don't know that means a whole lot, but we've seen him play really well at guard before. So if they've got guys that can play on the tackle, and let's say they're a little not necessarily banged up, but not right where they want it. Like Heath Ozida, he had to have that cleanup injury. I don't know that they're going to want him, that he's going to be ready to rock and roll week 1 necessarily. And I don't know that he would be the starter either way, because I think it's EPL on the left side. I think it is. I think he was playing there a lot throughout the spring. So Akinkumi is, I know he's whatever side you have him on, I'm pretty sure they're going to have him in the top 2 on that side. So that's a good position. Sean Hutton, he's brand new. He's a freshman. The other guy that nobody's really talking about is what's his name? Oh shoot, Darius Afalava. He's coming off of that injury where he had to have that knee surgery, but Chris Mason was talking about that night. He said that dude would block his grandmother to get in the end zone. So, I can see him. And it just feels like he's going to be one of those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like I said, I'm just
Definitely.
looking at it from an aspect of you can interchange these guys out as much because Bill loves to do that. He loves to move guys around this, but do we need that this year, or do we need consistency and everything in the same spot? Because we tried that musical chair last year and it didn't do us no good.
Well, you had musical chairs with a bunch of guys that probably should have been playing a lot.
True, because a lot of the guys that were more experienced were injured.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think that their hope is to have a good solid 2 deep, right, Bishop? I think that that's kind of what we heard a lot. They're hoping that they have a good solid 2 deep at each position. And I think that they have that and then some. That's why everybody that's been talking about the O-line and worried about the O-line, I'm not worried about the O-line at all.
No.
I'm just really not. I think it's and I don't think that's over anybody's head for that. Scott Walker, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
No, but I think that we're there. I think that that's what you're hoping for anyway. Of course, 3. I would tell you that. Yeah, Steve Shawty talking about you need to play 8 to 11 linemen. I think that happens quite a bit, right? And certain things that if you may be running a certain package on a drive that you want to make sure that you get certain guys in that they're a little better at this or that. Pulling and stuff like guards pulling and things like that, and different blocking that they do. Some guys are going to be better than others at it, but I think you have to be able to kind of plug and play them because you do get. I mean, you could get a guy banged up on one series, and he just needs a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to have them that they can step in and kind of do their thing.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna unmute Mike and.
Say what?
Trying to get Mike in. I think his mic is. Can you hear me, Mike?
He needs to put some quarters in it.
He muted himself. You muted. There it is.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Let me ask this question, and I'll mute you because it's yours. I'm gonna ask this question, and then I'm gonna mute myself, and then unmute you. You were saying earlier and everything that before Jason came in, what are your 5 guys and everything that you think that we cannot lose and everything for 2025 season? All right. Let me mute myself. You good, Mike?
Okay. My 5 are freshman All-American Jaden Jackson. Can't afford to lose him. I'd say also Eli Bowen back at safety because man he balled his little heart out last year. That's 2. I'll swing off of Jason. Big sexy Sexton. Can't afford to lose him. Because he is a viable asset on that O-line. How many is that, Coach? 3? Was that 3? 4th, any one of our running backs, we got to keep them healthy because we're gonna have to have a running game. Probably with Giovanni Barnes, got to keep him healthy because when he is healthy, he does have a good track record. And I'm gonna play an oddball here and say Kobe McKenzie.
That wasn't a bad assessment, to be honest, and everything, man. I mean, some of those guys and everything, man, that you mentioned is some guys that I had on mine. Jason, I think you muted yourself.
Yeah, I was telling you were muted, but no, I liked it too. I think Satterfield had a pretty good one in there too. I think Gentry, him being back good and healthy.
Yeah.
If you have a really good, and I think both of those guys at corner, Legend brought up having Eli Bowen in there. or where he was saying Peyton too, but Eli.
Yeah.
Eli being a freshman All-American and him being being an All-American type. If Gentry's healthy, he's a first-round draft pick kind of guy.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, yeah.
So,
hey, look. Bishop, who's your 5?
All right, my 5 is starting off is EPL, just because you need that nastiness on the offensive line side, and you need that be able to keep that rotation going. Next one is the Caliente silencer, G Baby, because he's that defensive line that changes the game, that also can stop the run and make sacks. Next one are the twins, Bam Bam, the Boganowski, and Powers. Those two are twins. And then
Fright Night Brothers. Come on now.
And then I'm gonna surprise everybody. The kicker, the new kicker.
I can take that. One of the twins deactivate. Hey, all right. Before Jason gets back on, I'm gonna give you my 5. These are the 5 that I had before we came on today. But after listening to you guys, some of my guys changed. But these are the guys that I think and everything, man, that is vital to us to make to the CFP. The first one I got, man, like everybody else, Jacob Sexton. When he's in the game and everything, man, things seem to happen a little bit smoother transition-wise. You don't have to worry about double teaming or helping out. He's more experienced to where he knows everything that he needs to know. Zone blitzes, making sure that he blocks away from the ball to where the quarterback ain't got to worry about it. Now with a mobile quarterback like John Mateer, who knows the offense, you ain't got to strategize that much to block. The ball is gone in 3 seconds. You can give him that good cushion of 3 seconds or 4. The ball's gone. You ain't got to worry about anything else. That's one. My next one, nobody's talking about him. And he's going to be the silent assassin all year long. And that's Deion Burks. Everything was going well when we had our guys last year, but when Deion Burks went down, it seemed like everything went to shit. We started to depend on tight ends to move the ball in a way that we don't know how to move the ball. You got to put the ball in these skill makers' hands, and then it allows everything else to flow smooth. That's my second one. My third one is Xavier Robinson. You give him the ball, and he only had 49 carries for 233 yards, but he had 4.8 yards average. The one thing I always tell people and everything, man, with a running back, when he runs and gets you that 3 or 4 yards and he falls forward, that is hell for defense. You can nickel them down their ass all the way down the field, and there's a very excruciating death that they are allowing them to get 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards. That is crazy. My next guy, Gentry Williams. If we get Gentry Williams back, that's a lockdown corner. That's a lockdown corner. You can't outrun him. You can't get physical with him because he loves to get physical too. But we just need for him to stay healthy. And sometimes we might got to sub him in and sub him out and everything because he's his own worst enemy. He loves to hit with that shoulder. And when that shoulder gets injured, he's done for the season again, and we can't lose him. So Gentry Williams is my 4th guy. Last one, no brainer. R. Mason Thomas. We need the law firm to wreak havoc. Do what you do best. Let's get back there and cause hell. If we can keep these guys active and trust that they do their job, we should have no problem, man, going to the CFP, man, because even though we have a tough schedule, we've seen that movie before. We went 6-6 with a discombobulated team, and we still won 6 games, and we could have won 3 more, but our quarterback, I'm not going to talk about that shit. Our quarterback just gave away the ball on 3 games. So you go from 6-6 to now 9-3 with a discompleted offense, 6 receivers out, offensive line not as active as they used to be. Oklahoma's going to be a dangerous team next year, man. Everybody's overlooking the shit that makes it more noticeable. You keep hearing 6-6. You hear 6-6, but at the same point in time, you're not giving me a reason why you think they're gonna go 6-6. You're just going off last year's shit. And this team has made such great improvements since last year till now. You gotta say that's 3 wins. You gotta say that's 3 more wins. I'll mute myself.
For who?
Totally agree.
I didn't give you the 5, so I had Sexton there. I'm going to tell you that I think that, Gentry is definitely one of the ones that I think that you don't want to lose him. I think if you get a healthy Gentry Williams for this season, that defense is lights out, number 1 in the country. They could be number 1 in the country type of defense, right? Especially with Eli playing like he did. You know, it's just kind of he's a clown. And then Kendall Dobie coming back, I think is huge. Kendall Dobie coming back on the defensive side, I think is huge too. I'm big on that. I love your pick of the I love your pick of the law firm. You know, R. Mason just did the damn thing all last year, right? Love it. But you know, I think that the best player, the biggest piece, and especially then this is because of the fact that you've got a guy like Danny Stutzman that's no longer there. Kip Lewis. Kip Lewis is super, super important to this defense. Super important to this defense. I'll mute if I need to. I don't know if it's coming from me, but I'll do it. I think, you know, I don't know. I'll pass it to whoever. I think that Kip's super important. But the other ones that I didn't say, let me just say this. At receiver, I think you've got a bunch of guys that can do a lot of things. We've had some issues with injury. I think that, yeah, I agree with you. Deion Burks, I want him to be healthy because I think that he's explosive. He's one of those guys that can do a lot of things. But I think at some point this season, and I feel like we're going to have this, at some point this season, you got to have one of the Gibsons. You got to have one of them, Giovanni or Jaden. You need a big body cat that can get down there and win 50-50 balls in this league.
Yeah. No, I wanted to say that, man, but I had Kip Lewis, but I was like, shit, between Kip and R. Mason.
Danny not there, he's your guy that has to run that defense.
And
But
honorable mention,
Yes.
Brian Asamoah.
I'm gonna say this is one that I had, but I didn't say it, and I was like, man, they're gonna all say the same thing. And I was like, Kobe McKenzie. Kobe McKenzie, man, is a fucking specimen as a linebacker. That dude is I mean, and then
he will be playing the mic, won't he? He's gonna be playing more of the mic.
Yeah. And the one that I want to say, man, but he's just to me, he's a smooth criminal. And that's RSJ. RSJ, man, just smooth. He don't.
Bro, he straight up gets to that quarterback.
He gets to the quarterback so fast, man, and but he does it in a way, man, that you don't even see it coming. I don't know if it's a delay blitz or it's a decoy or whatever, man. But I'm looking forward, man, to Kendall Daniels to see what he does.
Oh man,
I really want to see, because the OU. The DNA video they had on ESPN or had on YouTube, he said the reason why he came to Oklahoma is he visioned himself playing in this defense, and he visioned himself being nasty. I love hearing shit like that, to me, the defensive guy, because that means you have bad intentions. And when you have bad intentions, you play 100 miles per hour. So, I mean, Bevo, man, look, I'm not even going to address this. Looking at 5 and 7,
bro. Tell us you don't know football without saying you don't know football.
It's crazy, man.
Joker. We keeping all receipts.
But at the end of the day, you can pick anybody, man. Because I'm telling you right now, man. If you look at this roster, final weak point, we haven't even mentioned Marvin Jones Jr. They're saying that right now he's balling out right now.
Hey, Kendall. From OSU, Kendall Daniels, bro, 6'5",
250. Yes, and run like a deer.
Hey,
and run like a deer.
Another Okoye.
Look, And we haven't even mentioned Jeremiah Newcomb. They say that he's balling out right now. So if we can just get consistency, guys, that's all we need. We don't need anything special, Jason. We just need consistency. We just need to be top 60 or below. That'll get you 3 more wins from last year. We get a quarterback that doesn't mind being pressured to where he don't lose the ball. And sometimes, man, as a quarterback,
out of his damn hand too.
As a former quarterback, sometimes it's okay to take a sack, throw the ball out of bounds. You live to see another down, but to try and make up some shit, man, and then lose the damn ball and you gave the ball back to Tennessee 2 times in your own damn red zone. 2 times. So that's old news, Will.
The fact that so many people have Alabama or Auburn so high up their list with Jackson Arnold as their starting quarterback is laughable to me. Because we saw look, you can say what you want. The QB was a situation that it wasn't a good situation whenever he was in there, and they put him in there. There was at least 4 games that you can argue they absolutely could have won any of those 4 games. And it's fair to say they should have won at least 2 of them. So even if you just win 2 of those 4 or 2 of those 5, really, because you could say 5 even, but if they win 2 of them,
yeah,
then there are 8 wins. The conversation's a lot different. And this is with the worst offense I've seen since the early 90s, mid 90s.
Crazy. You ain't lying. And teams knew it, Jason. Man, you talked about this shit when we was watching some of the games after the games. Teams knew Oklahoma couldn't do shit. And they still almost won the damn game.
Bro, I know, man.
That's the thing that I don't get.
Coordinators around the SEC knew what Seth and them had up their sleeve at all times. They knew.
Yeah, and we ain't even talked about Michael Carter. Look, we're going to be okay if here's the thing that I want everybody to look at, and the panel can answer this as well. Shorty got a question. Shorty's question was, let me get back to it. Shorty's question was this. What's the one guy on a team you can't afford to lose? Everybody's going to think it's John Mateer. I don't.
No, I think Michael Hawkins will be fine if you lost.
I think Michael Hawkins can come in there and do enough damage because you got an OC now that knows how to call a freaking offense. And you've had a quarterback coach in his ear ever since, December? That's enough time to coach him and get him ready to utilize him the way you want to utilize him in that backfield. And you're going to have the running game there.
Say what you want about Navy. He played fantastic.
There's a lot of drop balls in that game. There was a lot of bad play calling. Look, if I'm a play caller against Navy, if I run a damn bootleg every time with Michael Hawkins, I got 50 yards every damn time. Because either you're gonna blitz him, he gonna throw it, or you're gonna throw it, you're not gonna blitz him, he gonna run it. To call the plays that you called for Michael Hawkins in that game was asinine and crazy. So I'm gonna say this. One person that we can't afford to lose, I'm gonna say Ben Arbuckle. That's my one. That's my one. I don't want to see a damn game without. I don't want to see what the game looks like without him. So that's my one. I'll let you guys answer that. That's my one.
I'll listen. The truth of the matter is, hey, on this at this point, the one person I'm thinking that Skip McKenzie and Kip, those two, we cannot afford to lose them. But if I had to pick one, it would be Kip.
Yeah, if there was one, I would probably say. I think you're okay. I think Garrett's probably right. The corner. I think it'd be Gentry probably. You can't really. I don't know that you can't afford to, but I think it'd be a lot better if you. I don't know that there's necessarily a guy that you can't afford to lose. I think that the word around Oklahoma has been competitive depth for 3 years. They now have competitive depth. You know, I just don't know that there is one guy that you can't afford to have out of the game. I mean, but Gentry would be. I'd hate it. I'd hate it for him, and I think that it definitely it gives you a weaker spot because everybody behind him, they're super young, you know, but they're also really good. Go ahead, Legend.
I'm going to be different. I'm going to say X-Rob just because of what he does, gaining yards, and like Coach addressed, when he does get tackled, he falls forward, and he's your how could I put this? He's your D9 dozer who can bulldoze his way for a good 4 or 5, maybe 6 yards out of pop. He's going to be your second and short, third and short, so to speak. So I think it's X-Rob.
Well, you still got Ott. I think, you know, not having A-Rob, X-Rob is I think, hey, it's okay to have thunder and lightning.
Is around. I mean, Taylor Tatum stayed. I mean,
hey, yes, they're gonna be.
I don't know that I'd call it. I'm gonna say something real quick. I can't wait till October 11th, bro. I can't wait for October 11th. The meltdown is going to be epic.
You know what's going to be like, Jason.
Going to be epic.
Yeah. Well, this is what it is. Everybody knows that. Oh well, 6-6. When Oklahoma start winning these damn ball games, and then what's going to be the narrative? Well, we knew they had talent, but we just thought, no, save that damn receipt, save that shit. I don't want to be nowhere near the top 25. I want to be down to very last bottom. Put us down there with Navy and East Carolina and South Dakota. Put us down there with them motherfuckers. So when we start winning, I don't want to hear nothing. Because when Michigan comes there and we deal with Michigan, okay. When Auburn comes there and we deal with Auburn, dude, y'all don't. We said it last week when me and Bishop was on our podcast. You have Wes Goodwin, Chavis, Bates, and you got Brent Venables back together again, the 4 horsemen. You really think that they're going to let last year happen again? And then you got a guy on the offensive side that loves the university enough that he brought his own quarterback that knows the offense. It's going to be a whole different story, guys. And like I said, we can sit here and say whatever, but everybody has to see it. They have to see it. They're not seeing it right now, but when they start seeing it and see how shit start going, it's going to be that oh shit moment. That's what it's about. So not like us, talk shit about us, 6-6, 5-7, do whatever. When we start whooping that ass and everything, then we can talk about it.
I think no doubt on that. I think you got Texas is they're liable to lose that game to Florida the week before. They're gonna if they do, they're going into October 18th in Kentucky with a 2-game losing streak, hoping not to make it 3 against them Blue Cats because they're losing the Red River game. That's all there is to it. They're losing the Red River game. So yeah, I can't wait. I think let's see it. Yeah. It's a tough back stretch. I think you go into that, you get that win over Texas. It's now you're cooking, right? Now you're cooking because I think that Ole Miss, I like Ole Miss still. I think a lot of people are kind of sleeping on because of the whole new quarterback thing. I think that Lane has a really good quarterback, first off, and I think that they're going to be in good shape. I don't know that I believe much in South Carolina. I know a lot of people That's not what I said last year at all. Go find the clip and then tell us more about that, dumbass. That's not what
I'll put him in timeout. I ain't got time for all that
such
shit,
a
man.
dumb shit, man. That's not.
I don't mind. I mean, that's the one thing I don't do, and I don't see any of us do. I never go on any Texas podcast and talk shit. I don't even want to be there. I don't like Texas that much to where I don't listen to no Texas podcast whatsoever. So why would I go into my rival's podcast and talk asinine shit?
I feel like it's maybe it's just me, but it almost feels like it's Jeff Ketchum that's Bevo's bodyguard. If you watch that show, did you watch his show this week? Oh Lord.
Oh, you funny on that one. You funny.
Bro, nothing but lie some more. All that shit. Everything that he said all week. And he was talking about how terrible they've recruited. And like you would think that Oklahoma has a bunch of JV dudes playing on this team. And we all know better than that. Yeah. Like he just said all that talent to go 6-7. All that talent to go 6. It took the worst offense ever to get to 6-7 for them last year, and they still could have not done it. I mean, literally still could have not done it. That just tells you when they put it together. When they put it together. Oh. Yeah.
What game did Oklahoma just get blowed out in?
You can say the Texas game, but it wasn't a blowout until like midway through the third, whenever they got to like 7, 8, and 9 straight 3-and-outs, like you said.
I don't even talk about that one because Ewers was shook the first quarter. It took them out to this. I'm talking about a game they got blown. There's only one game, and it wasn't a blowout. OU gave them the game away, and that's South Carolina. South Carolina is the only game that Oklahoma really got blown out on me because they just kept turning the damn ball over, kept turning it over. You gave them 21 points before you even got out of your damn past your 50-yard line. You gave them 21 points. So at the end of the day, all the games that you played, which was a hard schedule last year, so you played a tough schedule with a mediocre team, and you still went 6-6. With a mediocre team, you were one-dimensional pretty much. You were one-dimensional. All you could do was run the ball. And then you fucked up sometime doing that. The quarterback fumbled the ball. So I'm like you, Jason. I can't wait till the season start because we can finally put a lot of these narratives to bed and stop worrying about who's doing what. Then we'll find out who's what. Because I really believe Texas might be 2-2 or 3-3.
Oh, I think they lose the game. They lose game 1. And I don't know how many times do you see anybody go into the swamp and win?
Shit.
I mean, you know.
Well, if DJ's gonna be good, if DJ's is decent
in 25 fucking years.
If DJ's decent, they get mollywop.
Yeah.
If he's just decent,
that's the week before Oklahoma. So they lose that game. I think they lose to OU either way. If they find a way to go in there and win it, they're at minimum, they already have 3 losses after Red River then. If they lose that game, they have 3 losses for sure. They're in deep shit. At that point, you find out, okay, what do they do with adversity? Because they're going to have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who has a bigger chance of losing to a Big Ten team in the opening weeks? OU or Texas? I mean, I'm just going to put it to you this way, Trojan Fight. And I know what you're going to think about what we say no matter what, so I'll just say it anyway. You have the best offensive player in the country at OSU and the best defensive player in the country at OSU. Caleb Downs and then Jeremiah Smith.
Yep.
Yeah, they have a new quarterback too. They're not changing anything about what they were doing.
Nope.
Julian Sayin was a 5-star number 1 type of dude too. And they're at home. So I would be surprised. I'll think a lot more of Texas if Texas wins that game than I will think less of them if they lose it.
Here's a question from Oklahoma Ganja. I got a good topic for the panel. Jason, when OU whoops Texas, what's the excuse going to be from Texas fans?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they won't really have. I mean, what excuse are you going to have? Oh, she's replacing a lot of starters. Drew said, "Yeah, you're right. You're right. They are. So is Texas. So is Texas.
All I got to say is
their
that
5 offensive linemen, their entire the back half of their secondary, the front line, all the guys on the front, on the interior of the defensive line, yeah, they're replacing a lot of dudes too. Plus their quarterback, all their pretty much all their wide receivers, they're all replacing a lot. But you still have the number one player on both sides of the ball at Ohio State, and they're playing at home.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna find out. We can sit here and pillow talk shit all night. We're gonna find out. And that's what podcasts, and that's what from May 10th all the way up till August. We're gonna talk a lot of shit. Everybody gonna talk about their team and this and that. It's gonna come down to who's ready and who's not. We keep talking about Arch Manning. We keep talking about this. We don't know how he's going to respond for whole season. Whole season, guys. This is not coming in for a few plays and doing, or this is a whole game of getting your ass hit, getting up, getting hit, getting up, getting hit. Things not going your way. I'm just saying, man, we saw it last year. Saw a great quarterback at Oklahoma get exposed to situations that he couldn't handle. Some kids play better with the lights on. Some don't. I just think, man, that we don't know what Archer's going to do. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to be a bust. I said I just don't know what he's going to do. So we'll see. All right, Mike, I'm a mute myself because you've been kind of quiet for a while.
I agree with you, Coach. We can sit here and talk about Arch all we want, but we don't know how he's going to be. For me, I could care less, because when you got the Longhorn on the side of your helmet, I don't care if you squat to pee or what. I don't give a damn rat's ass about you. So that's how bad I hate Texas. And but as far as us, just let the haters keep doubting. Like Bishop and Jason and you always says, we're hanging on to them receipts. To me, it's looking good for OU. As far as what we got in the portal, the players that we've got coming back, from last year. This ain't a Joe John Finley and Seth Luttrell coached offense. We got a real OC. We got a real quarterback coach. Like you say, we got the 4 horsemen back. If you think that defense was nasty last year, hold on, buckle up, because we're going to be nastier. And that's all I'm going to say, Coach.
Hey, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys, man, Wes Goodwin is in the Charlotte and South Carolina, the Virginia, the Florida. He's in those areas. These seminars that I'll be going to, I'm telling y'all, that's all they're talking about. Wes Goodwin is making it an issue and making it a point that he can get those same guys that he got at Clemson to Oklahoma. He wants to make it a mission. This guy, you got to look at how he was done, man. I still think the way Dabo did his ass was shitty. Waiting till the guys they couldn't transfer out, and then they're letting him go. I think that was kind of shitty of him. But you do what you got to do to help your program get better. But I think Wes Goodwin coming in, Miguel Chavis, BV, and Bates, I think they know what it takes to get the job done. And see, we brought in 2 defensive coordinators, one from Utah State and then one from Clemson. And then we bring in another guy, offensive coordinator from Washington State, the quarterback's coach from Washington State, the quarterback from Washington State, and we're still not gonna be good. Y'all crazy as hell. And I'm gonna say that in all kindness. Y'all crazy as hell. I know you don't like Oklahoma, man, but you're adding key pieces to everything that Oklahoma did last year that was negative. They countered it with something productive and brought in the one thing that hurt them last year. Quarterback hurt them, they got another quarterback. OC hurt us, they got another OC. Defense coordinator left us, they got 2 defensive coordinators there. And we still not seeing the main X factor. You really don't think that Kevin Wilson and Ben Arbuckle are not in the damn lab cooking up some shit? You crazy as hell. Because they in there cooking. And they gonna export. All right, I'm quiet. On you, Jason.
What are we talking about?
I'm just saying people don't understand, man, is that you got Ben Arbuckle and Kevin Wilson in the same damn room cooking up shit.
Yeah.
You don't think that they're not going to be better than what they were last year?
Well, bro, it's just about health. It's about health at this point. And I mean, I think you get way too caught up into what Texas fans say. Texas fans have been full of shit for my whole life. For my whole life, they've been full of shit. It's like, it's always like that. It's always like that. And I mean, they go have 2 years, or one of them big whoopty shit. You won the Big 12. Good job. Oh, you won 6 of those in a row. Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. You didn't win in the SEC, and you had a training wheel schedule, a toddler schedule. You didn't win it.
No.
You tried to. I mean, 4th and 16. Got lucky on that one, and it took that to beat Arizona State. Well done, Arizona.
You got a gift. That targeting was crazy as hell, and then the end zone drop pass, they missed that. They just said, "Oh well," with that. So you got lucky and beat a team that you were definitely that you was way better than.
Yeah,
but you do what Texas does.
Yeah.
Play down to its opponents.
You play down to your opponent, and then you're in a damn dogfight.
Well, and Drew's right. You know, health and depth. Health and depth is the most important thing. You got to stay healthy. I think they've got plenty of depth on both lines. Oklahoma does plenty of depth, both lines. You're good to go. If you can just keep your quarterbacks upright, which again, health and depth on the front line on the O line, you're going to be in good shape.
Hey, Drew England.
Oh, go ahead.
You can sit there and laugh all you want to about Wes Goodwin.
He brought
laugh all you want. I'm just telling you. You asked this guy to do an impossible task. You asked him to take high school kids and make them a great defense against high-power offense in the CFP. And then you tell him he cannot go in the portal to get guys that are better. That's a no-win situation. So y'all can laugh all you want to, man. Y'all don't know Wes Goodwin. When Wes Goodwin had BV's players, when BV left, those 2 years, Clemson was in the top 5, top 3 on defense because he had the depth that he needed. Once those guys graduated, those guys were not going to Clemson no more because BV wasn't there. And then you can't go in the portal and get guys to replace them because Dabo don't want to go in the portal. So it's kind of funny that Dabo fired his ass and now Dabo want to go into the damn portal because he had no choice. He better go in the portal or he lost his damn job. So Wes Goodwin was the fall guy. That's all he was a fall guy. Damn good coach. Damn good coach. So sleep on me if you want to.
Yeah.
No, I think the linebackers have all raved about him. The linebackers have all raved about him. And I think, well, and I had I think he recruited a lot of guys to Clemson. He's one of the better.
I guess Sonny Brown wasn't a good player.
And I love, hey man, I love Drew. He's a good dude. I think that his reputation is one of the best recruiters on the East Coast, period. That's his reputation. But
number one recruiter for the last 3 years before he got fired on the East Coast.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just like the rest of Brent Venables' staff. They recruit their asses off. That's why I don't think that you have to do a lot of changing with what your GM's doing and stuff. When it comes to the offensive side or to the high school side of recruiting, I don't know that they needed a bunch of help. I don't think they did. His uncle's on Clemson staff. They hired him because to come onto the staff whenever he got there. When they locked him in. Brandon Hall's a better recruiter than mostly anybody on the staff. I agree with that. He may be better than Goodwin. He may not be, but the point we were making is the linebacker coaching is fantastic. They got 2 defensive coordinators that are coaching at one position group. You know, they can split it up into inside and outside linebacker guys. Oh, bro. Anyway, yeah, and the BV talk, yeah, that's the other part. He's still the best defensive mind in the country. Still the best defensive mind in the country. The thing I already said. The thing that I think that you have to remember about the offensive side and the other thing, the stuff that I think that we've said you got to get better at if you're Brent. That in-game management of the game.
Get them.
When they're on the offensive side, that's what Kevin Wilson coming back is good for to me. Because I think they're good enough, and apparently they're close enough to each other that he can do what he did with a couple of years ago and have him kind of run that offense or run the game calling, what they're doing whenever the defense comes off the field and he's over there coaching them up. I think the Kevin Wilson hire was a huge hire. Absolutely.
Facts.
No one's talking about that whatsoever, Jason. That's what I'm saying, is that Kevin Wilson was a great offensive mind as well. And you par him up with Ben Arbuckle, who's a young up-and-coming OC. So I'm just man, look, you can sit there and do whatever you say, whatever you want to say and everything. I just think that a lot of people, man, are missing the damn boat when it comes to the assessments of what Oklahoma has done from last year to now. You're adding all these pieces in, but you're still not showing any type of progress of ratings or rankings increase. You're saying, oh, they're still gonna be 6-6. That don't make no sense. So if I'm asinine and I'm 6-6 and I don't bring in nobody, that's a greater way to say I'm going to be 6-6 again because I have not brought in nobody to help me get better. But when I am pretty much either the top 5 in recruiting in the portal, I'm still going to be 6-6. That makes no sense. That math does not add up. That's all I'm saying. So just be consistent about what you're saying. Just saying, hey, Oklahoma is adding a lot of good pieces. You guys might be better, but I still think you might be 6-6. I'll take that versus you're just going to be 6-6 without giving us a damn good reason why they're going to be 6-6. So, it is what it is and everything, man. We're going to sit here all day because people just don't know football.
Hey, man, again, Texas fans have been full of shit my entire life.
They're on the menu, guys. Period, point blank. They're on the menu. And that's why we can't wait for the season to get here.
October 11th is going to be a great day.
Yeah.
Great day.
We can revisit this day and sit here and say, well, on May 9th, we said X, Y, and Z. May 10th, we said this on X, Y, and Z. No, I said it yesterday too. May 9th and May 10th. I'm going to say it tomorrow. I'm saying the 12th. Texas ain't shit. They're not going to win this year. They won last year, man. And they knew they won last year because we couldn't do shit on offense. That's the thing that I don't understand. When y'all was supposed to be the best team and y'all beat us 49-0. The next year, what did we do? We came back and beat y'all's ass with a quarterback that didn't beat us. So,
I'm not wrong. And I mean,
I'm gonna do this. Just
that's
I'm
what
gonna
they do.
put the motherfucker in
The
timeout for a
brand
long
has
time.
finally returned. Fuck your brand.
You're gonna be in a timeout for a long time.
Yeah.
Put him in double timeout.
And what Drew's talking about, I agree. He's saying we've had a lot of good pieces and added a lot of good pieces in the offseason. Still have to see the product on the field. Not being critical, that's his mindset. He's a coach. Of course,
Yes.
that's his mindset.
And that's
that's a lot of Oklahoma fans' mindset right now. It's my mindset right now. I think that I see them bottoming out at eight wins more than likely because that would be because it's a tough ass schedule and I can see it happening. I think if Venables takes this step forward that we're expecting him to take, having a guy like Kevin Wilson, if you're healthy, I don't know what the limit is. I don't know that there is one. Again, I'm not, you know me, I'm not going to predict national championships and 11-win seasons. I'm not doing that. I don't do that shit.
No.
But I think that they can be very, very well. They can do very, very well. Well, yeah. I would hope not, Drew. Good Lord. I might have to jump off a building if so.
What's that?
I'll say I don't think our offense can get worse. It can't.
No.
It can't. And so knowing that they had at least 4 games they could have won, more like 5, had it not been for that god-awful offense, then my expectations are to win, go win 8 or 9. You know, and then let's see what else happens. You know what I mean? Go win 8 or 9 and then get one of those big wins that nobody sees you winning.
Yeah.
What was the one thing that everybody said last year before Oklahoma played their first SEC game? It was going to be that the SEC was too physical for them.
That wasn't even the case.
It wasn't even close. No. At some point in time, OU was more physical than the team they were playing.
Soft left the building with Lincoln. Come on.
So I hate to keep saying this over and over and over and over again. It's like a damn record player. You're adding pieces that you needed to be relevant. You added pieces. You got a better quarterback. You went in the quarter and got the best running back. You went in the group and got receivers that you needed. What I'm not looking at is people are looking at this defense, think that this defense is just going to be terrible. That teams are going to score on them and all. That's not going to happen this year. So for all these fans think they're going to come in there and score 30 and 40 points on this team, you got another damn thing coming. So get ready. Just get ready. Mike, I'm going to mute myself because I know you got to say something. I'm going to mute myself. Hold on.
Can you hear me, Coach? I will say this until I draw a last breath about the defense this season. And I still think that we have the best front 7 in the SEC, bar none, with what we got returning. I mean, you got G-Baby, RMT, got Stoney going to be in a rotation, Jaden Jackson. I ain't worried about the defense because our defense was our soul last year. I mean, they kept us in games except for a couple. I mean, so for anybody to sit there and think that our defense, because we lost 4 players, Ethan Downs, Billy Bowman, Stutzman, and another one, that we're going to suck. No way. No way. That's what I got, Coach.
Yeah. I just say this, we're all itching for that moment to hit, but I will remind everybody it was never the defense that we were concerned about. We were more concerned about the offensive coordinator being able to lead us where we needed to be and be congruent and being able to put together a script that these young men can believe in and know without a doubt that they will get the job done. And so Arbuckle seems to be that man. I'm just ready for him to cook. So,
hey, Mike. No, Mr. Dent. I think he says 9. He says 9 and a possible. LOL, playing spades. Hey, that's 9 to possible. Hey, that possible is a hard.
I may have 2 more.
9 and a P. Depending on what that P is. That's a good one. 9 and a P.
Yeah, that's when you know you got a hand.
Hey, if you got 9, you better go 10. It ain't no damn 9.5. Hell yeah, Dent. I got them going 10. I got them going 10 and 2. I got them going 10 and 2. But my floor is 9. My ceiling is 10. So I just don't see the teams that everybody's picking them to get beat by. They struggled with OU last year when Oklahoma had no offense. So that's why I'm picking 10. Mm-hmm. Now LSU's gonna be a tough task. If they come in gelling with the receivers, they're gonna be a tough task. But the one thing that OU did last year that was consistent.
If there's a lot on the line, I'd be a lot more worried than if there isn't.
Yeah. The one thing that no team is gonna come in there and do, OU did it last year. They were very good against the run. Very good against the run. Now this front seven is gonna be a little bit more nastier and a little bit more healthier. They should still be good against the run on this one. Now you got Gentry back and some guys on the backside, RSJ, Eli. I mean, I just don't see what people are looking at when I look at this. And they
understand on the corners of our DNs, you got Okoye, PJ. They're all biting at the bit, bro, along with R&T. Man. You got Gilmore, you got Wine. You got a plethora of people that when you start thinking about it, it's just like whenever you get the next name, it's like, man, competitive depth is the key to championships. It's just a matter of us putting it together.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Go ahead.
And the panel and comments can answer it too. Do you think Arbuckle ever had anybody similar to Kanik at tight end? How many
people have?
So you got a cheat code like that. You think you're gonna get him? Now, this is the MF that you want to throw a screen pass to. This is the one you want to do a jet sweep to. If you do that, but you're going to have other pieces around him. He's going to be a cheat code because no one's going to be thinking that he's going to do something. If you have JJ back, or if you have Satanga back, or you have Deion Burks, even if you have Helms out there, I see Helms still balling out. So, dude is and then you got the quarterback that is also going to be a threat. That if you don't access for him, he gone. So I think a lot of people, man, are not looking at the overall aspect of this team. They're looking at last year's stats. They're looking at last year's production, last year's performance, and they're still going off. Well, until we see it, we're going to still say they're 6-6 until we see it. That's crazy as hell. So, hey,
look,
we'll see.
When it comes to Kanik, I'll just say this again. What we saw out of him, and this is high school, and this is a while back. I've never seen a film with that many plus 50-yard runs for touchdowns. Plus 50.
Yeah, I agree. And I just see with
wild,
go ahead.
I don't expect him to win the Heisman or no shit like that. I don't even expect it. But the roster is a 10-2 kind of roster. You just listen to Ketchum too much. I think it is Ketchum. I'm telling you, I think it's Ketchum that's there. Acting like they just haven't recruited anybody at all.
Hey,
Well,
what I was gonna say, Coach, is that just think you got combo routes, and then if you do a tight end screen with Canick
Right.
up the seam, oof.
well, this
Let me
is the
finish
one
what
thing that
Drew's like, dude, he hasn't played on offense a down yet. Okay, wait though. Nobody expects him to if it's a situation where you're having to use him the way that they used Bauer Sharp last year, then everybody's in trouble.
yes,
Everybody's in trouble. What you want out of Canick is for him to just be someone that the defense has to plan for him.
Yep.
Because he can make a big play here and there. He's not going to, you don't need him catching 5 balls a game. You don't need any of that. You just need them to have to plan for him. When he's in the game, they have to plan for him. And I know that you're an offensive coordinator. This is what I know you know, Drew. Is that's what you're hoping. Nobody's saying that he's going to go out there and be that guy. But here's again, when it comes to the other tight ends there, both of those guys that they got in the portal, and they're big dudes, blocker types, but we're catching a lot of good balls in the second half of spring. I think a lot of that had to do with Wilson being around and kind of pushing on that tight end group to be a little better. I'm not expecting us to go and have a Mark Andrews guy out there. I just don't think you have him. But I don't think I know one thing is that I said this stat a few weeks ago, and I'll repeat it here. Tight ends at Washington State accounted for like 7.5% of the yardage, 8.5% of the catches, and like 15% of the touchdowns last year. It wasn't a ton. It just wasn't. They just didn't have a bunch of catches. They still had, almost they had over 3,000 passing yards without that. To me, you just got to remember Arbuckle's offense is that he's not stuck on the air raid. That's all we're going to do is air raid principles. He'll go and have a jumbo offensive line and try to run and get under center, which is you never. They did it.
Hey, you ain't got to worry about Bevo no more. He gone.
For sure.
I never.
He's so full of shit. It's hilarious.
I never ban people from my show, but I just got tired of that shit and everything.
I think he's got 2 different ones. He'll probably be back in a second, but it don't matter. He just let him talk. Just let him talk. He's full of shit. It's again, my whole life they've been full of shit. My whole life. But because what because say?
Bama and LSU.
Bama and LSU going to be yeah, man. Those are the 2 games that I'm worried the most about. I think that I'm still not that South Carolina concerned. You know what? Stat Guy put something on in my chat yesterday from the game. We did the yesterday morning show. And there's a lot of people that are worried about South Carolina. All those guys we talked, they lost a lot of dudes on the defensive side. And he was saying, this is what he said exactly. If we're going to win this year and be 8-4 or better, it's going to be because Lenoir Sellers is winning games for them. Lenoir didn't lose games for him last year. He didn't win any for him either. The defense, though, the guys that, look, you're not going to tell me that Lenoir is the one that beat Oklahoma last year. No, it was their defensive ends. It was their edge rush and the fact that you had Bauer Sharp going one-on-one against those guys. Those dudes ain't back anymore. Those dudes ain't back. Some guy got all pissy from the last time we said that, Coach. From the last guy we said that, and I've looked back into it. I'm like, we're not lying. They lost a lot of dudes.
They lost.
Look,
line. That's one thing I can tell you about and everything, man. I know it's a fact. Is that 3 of those guys are at Clemson right now. And the only reason why they ever went to South Carolina anyway is because Dabo was not taking portal players. You do not get players like that at South Carolina over Clemson. I'm sorry. You just don't do it. Because what has South Carolina done in the last 10 years since Steve Spurrier left? What have they done? Nothing. So Clemson gets all those big boys, gets all those players. And Drew, if you on the East Coast and everything, and you know as well, Clemson gets those guys 10 times out of 10 because the next stage is the NFL. Now you might get lucky and get 1 or 2 out of South Carolina, but they came from somewhere else. And I got buddies that got sons that play for South Carolina, and they tell me the same damn thing. It's hard to get guys to come to South Carolina over Clemson. It's hard. And it ain't got nothing to do with the program about anything like that. It's just the stigma of South Carolina ain't it. Clemson is it. Clemson has always been it. And if it's not Clemson, it's North Carolina. If it's not North Carolina, it's North Carolina State. If it ain't that, it's Pittsburgh. It ain't South Carolina, guys. They got very fortunate that Dabo was an asshole and didn't want to go into the portal. So those guys that wanted in the portal, he wouldn't got them. Beamer wouldn't got them. Thank you, Drew. You backing me up right here. Drew tells me, yes, Clemson owns the state in recruiting, but Beamer is pushing the needle the last couple of years. He did, Drew, because Dabo's dumbass didn't want to go in the portal. But now that Dabo's going to the portal, it's going to be 10 times harder for South Carolina to go in the portal and get somebody like that to come there over Clemson. It just ain't going to happen. So thank you, Drew. I appreciate that. Somebody that knows the same damn thing that I know. It ain't going to happen.
Drew's a high school coach there in the OKC area, one of the private schools.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He's good. He's a friend of the program too. He hasn't been on in a while, but he used to come on a lot.
Oh, he was at high school. Hey, my daughter went to high school in South Carolina, man. Okay. What high school you went to, Drew? Let me see. If he went to South Carolina, let me see what school he went to. He'll put it in there.
Yeah.
Satterfield
James Islands in Charleston. Okay, he's in Charleston. Gotcha. All right.
Satterfield was talking about Kaepernick being more of an H-back type. And I agree with that. I think that we kind of talk about those positions interchangeable or whatever. But that's why I was saying, I think when you think of what Kaepernick can do, I think that I picture him being a Jeremiah Hall kind of guy.
Yeah.
Or who's our other guy? He was more with Baker and those dudes. Man, I loved him too.
Milk.
No, it ain't that.
It's shit. Come on, help us out. Here we go. Come on. Prototype H-back. As Bob says, somebody give me the other one. It's Dimitri. Thank you.
Dimitri at law school.
I don't know why the hell I did Dimitri Flowers.
Dimitri Flowers.
Yeah. And I think really I was thinking more of Dimitri than I was Hall. I think that Kaepernick, again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I see him having 10 touchdowns or anything like that. I see him having 10 big plays in the season. That means that you better account for him. You know what I mean? Everybody knows what I mean, I guess.
I just know that Kaepernick could be better utilized on offense than defense. He was always a step behind.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at, Drew. You got to get some productivity. You just got to have somebody that can get out there.
Hey, Jason, you remember when I first started chatting with you when I first in your chat, there wasn't no two harder people on Connect than me and Jason. I'm on defense. But Jason said it, I said it in his group chat that Kaepernick would make a good H-back, tight end, whatever you want to call it. And here we are. I think he's going to step into that role. And like you said, Jason, I'm going to piggyback off of you. I don't expect the Jermaine Greshams or the Mark Andrews or anything like that, but he's going to be what we call a solid H-back tight end figure on that on that. He's going to get key catches, key first down, stuff like that.
For sure. For sure.
Drew, we'll get Coach and you can get together on the show. We'll get together and do a show coming up pretty soon. We need to actually break down some of these position spots anyways.
Yeah.
So I'd love to
We
have
need WRE.
Yeah, we need to do some position breakdowns and stuff like
Oh,
that
yeah.
for the entire SEC. So if
Man,
you guys
look,
want to
anytime.
jump in and do some of those, man, we'll get together on some of those and do some recordings. So
Hey, you'll have two. Hold on. You'll have two OCs in the room, so that'll be a damn good show right there. That'll be a damn good show.
Hey, Coach, can I make? Dang it. Sooner Legends podcast will be back on live Monday with Mike and Mike. Everything I've been freed out of prison.
There you go.
But I gotta wait for June to reapply for monetization. But I don't care. I'm ready to get back on my podcast. I've missed all of you guys, missed all of my chatters in the chat. So Monday, me and Big Mike and Bishop, you will have Mike and the Bishop on Monday, and Jason and Coach, if you want to jump on with us, you're more than welcome to.
how would I not show up for your triumphant return?
I would appreciate that, J-Dog. You don't know what that would mean to.
Hey, I'll be there with boxers on.
Coach, you're going to scar me for life. I'm going to need therapy.
You the one that said tidy whities.
But yeah, it will be great to get back on with y'all again and have my own podcast back up and running. And so looking forward to Mike and Bishop and if Jason Coach wants to come on. I'll send you links. But I'm happy. I'm glad. I got the email earlier today. I was going to send that out on a group message, but I figured I'd tell all the fine folks in the chat also.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Finally back on, finally out of prison. You know, the Roman noodles and all that kind of stuff, man, was bad for you anyway.
Goddamn time.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Now,
So
I want to ask everybody,
what stuff on that. We're gonna get his ass for that.
what do y'all think about this? The SEC came down and said that they'd rather have co-champions than let the girls play due to the bad weather. Are you good with that? Is a win a win? Oh, is a win or what?
Yeah, of course.
Hey,
I mean, they count them all the same, bro. You win them, you lose them. They count them all the same.
I was just happy. It would have been nice if the weather committed, participated, but tomorrow being Selection Sunday, I didn't think they wanted to go into tomorrow.
Tomorrow's being Mother's Day. That's why they wasn't playing.
They shouldn't have done that though. I think it's pretty dumb that you wouldn't play that game at another time. I guess because of Mother's Day, but what the hell? Come on, man. There's a lot of mothers that would have been happy to have been at that game.
You know what I think it is, Jason? The SEC is trying to pull a Big 12, trying to get two teams in to be regional champs and everything, to hold some games for the SEC to make a little bit more money. You know, there's a reason behind that. It's all about money.
Apparently, it doesn't mean more, said Drew. Hey, I think they're going to be. I think a lot of people are going to be a little upset because if we're going to talk softball, how the hell do you not have out of all these freshmen? Because it's freshmen, and freshmen on that OU team. If you're not going to get them this year, you're fucked. But not one of them girls is a finalist.
Nope, not one of them.
Freshman of the year.
This is what got me. LSU got two of them. And look, when I text you guys yesterday, I couldn't believe it. I was like, Texas getting their ass mollywopped and everything because Texas A&M put it on their ass. But Texas A&M used their ace pitcher yesterday. So
Yeah.
Sam was just resting. So I think OU would have had him, but at the same point in time, man, you still got to play the game.
If you can't have that damn award if you don't have Gabby in there for it.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about? Unbelievable. They'll be glad. Hey, they're gonna be pissed off if they get that. You think they're mad now? Wait till if they hit 5 in a row when this was the year to get them, because they're only gonna get better. They don't even really have a dominant pitcher. I mean, I like Sam,
but she walks too many people too,
runs, bro. She gives up some runs.
Yeah. They got the 2 number 1 pitchers coming in next year. 2 number 1 pitchers coming in next year. The one thing I can say about Texas fans, you can't say shit. Patty got Mike ass up on the wall somewhere. He'll strip a pole. He got him on the pole. He just can't do nothing with Patty. Dude, this was the year that Mike White.
They got him on a bridge. He ready to jump off that motherfucker.
Well, look, now answer this question: if he can't get it done now with this class, when can he? You spend all that money for that roster that you got,
right?
And you still can't get it done.
Well, just like last year when you got them in the regular season, and you go in the hottest team in the World Series and gag it away 2 games in a row against OU.
Here's the one
thing about it. Just think about it. What we're really saying is, Mike White, you can't hold Patty's gut.
He's trash. He's trash.
Trash. You tell me, hey, and the bottom line is, this is the year you're they're just number 1. They're just number 1. Boy, 14-2. Yeah, you number 1.
Dude, and no, did you watch the game? Did you watch like the ESPN short version? They got their ass spanked. And it wasn't like errors here and errors there. They just got, dude, it was 6-0 before they even woke up.
A&M's actually a pretty good team, man. They really are.
Yeah, but this is the same. Hold on, listen. This is the same team that when they came to Norman 2 years ago, they got beat 20-0. That OU mollywopped their ass. And this is the question I want to ask you guys. It's something about those damn Gasso brothers and this hitting. Because DJ did his damn thing at Arkansas. He did. But JT, man, on another damn level. JT, I don't know what he does, what he's got him zoned in on.
The pitching coach too? Or
Who?
is he the coach? JT.
He's the hitting coach.
Oh, okay.
He's the hitting coach.
Okay, the hitting coach.
What's her name? Is the pitching coach
Rocha.
Yeah,
that's right. That's
but
right.
JT, and I was watching the video, man, of what's her name? Jada Coleman. Jada Coleman said he increased her hitting significantly because he teaches us and everything that there are certain pitches that we look for and certain ones that we don't look for. And when we don't look for it, we don't swing at it. He said, I'll rather you strike out trying to find the right pitch than just strike out trying to hit the ball. That's damn good coaching.
And he's a tactician. He's a cerebral tactician, and he also tracks pitches and helps the girls to understand what they need to look for. So, he's worth his weight in gold.
Well, I think that job's gonna be Rocha's. I think Rocha's gonna get that job. I mean, it would be good to have JT, but
no, it's not gonna be. It'll be JT. Come on now.
Hey, I would love
give it to anybody else. I think they give it to anybody else. They give it to the girl that was been with her forever and went to Oregon.
Oh, what's her name?
Lombardi.
Yeah.
Hey.
But why would you think Patty's going to retire soon? She's having a great time. Why? Why would you think?
You have no stress. You have no stress,
Jason.
But I love what she said on the interview that she had. She said OU fans are hard to please. And I love when she said that because we do get kind of complacent and we expect a standard 24/7. And when we don't get it, oh, the sky's falling. But this is my question. Is besides the coach at Arizona, who's the GOAT?
Patty.
No, it's Patty.
Yeah, I know you talk about Kendrell.
She's got
Mike
the same
Kendrell.
amount as Kendrell. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Kendrell.
Kendrell's a bad dude too, man. He's hard.
Patty Gasso. She the GOAT.
Yeah, it depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to Arizona fans or Pac-12 fans, they probably say Kendrell.
Now, if she goes in and win it this year with that squad, oh shit, you gotta do more than build her damn statue. And you gotta make her governor. Make her a governor or something.
That woman better never pay for another meal or drink anywhere in Oklahoma.
Drink, meal, your mortgage paid for. You can get a brand new car whenever you want it. What, dude? 5 in a row, Jason. 5 in a row. That has never ever been.
Look, I'm not ready to push that button yet either. I think they've struggled enough that it scares me. But if they do, if they do, well,
you know
you're going to have a hell of a time with them if they do, because you know they're going to get better in that rotation next year. They've got a freshman this year that she looked really good in the last outing. Really, really good. I forget her name. But the blonde girl, the little blonde pitcher.
Oh, 77. What's her name?
Good, bro.
24.
She's going to be really good. And think about it as the time goes on, and then you're bringing in 2 of the top pitchers in the country next year as well. I don't think it's going to get easier to beat this team. If you were going to get them, you need to get them now.
You got to get them now. There it is, Lowry.
Yeah, thank you.
Dude, they look good. I'm just telling everybody, man, the freshmen are stepping up, and that's what's scary. So if the freshmen are stepping up right now and they're doing this and beating teams that they shouldn't beat, is this now? If they do it this year, what SEC is scared of is this: how many players are going to leave SEC teams to go to Oklahoma?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's definitely a contingent of people that really, really want Oklahoma to fall.
Mike White's head will explode if we win the Natty.
It will.
Well, get ready.
You know what's so amazing though? They finally bowled their net. In that game, again, when they had ample opportunity to go in their tank, they decided to bow their net.
Oh, still terrible to me. He ain't worth shit to me.
This is why it's Oklahoma. They've had a lot of games where they've come back this year.
Yes.
And that's when you can come back from 5, 6, 7 runs down.
Yeah. They were down what? They were down 5-1. 5-1 against Arkansas. And here's the thing.
They were down Arkansas, like 7 runs to Alabama in that one game.
Yeah. They came back and won it, what, 9-8, something like that?
I think so. Yeah.
You know how depressing that is, man, to think that you got them, and then it's like, oh shit, here they come. And then the fans see it coming. So, dude, it's just impressive to me, man. I'm happy for them and everything, man. I want to see them do good. If they don't win it, I'm still happy. To go into the SEC and be regular season champs is one damn thing. But to make sure Texas don't get it is another damn thing. And Texas had the better class and still couldn't get it done.
Appreciate you, Texas A&M.
Dude, I was laughing my ass off, man. My wife said, what are you laughing at? Texas getting their ass stomped. She said, baby, you hate Texas that much? Yes. Anything Texas. And then start with a T and end with an S. I hate it.
You are trash.
All right, fellas. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes. Man, I'm having so much fun on this show, man. Dude, I can't. Hey, I'm not ready to go yet, but Amy looking at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on.
Thank you, Miss Amy.
I'm gonna do the late shift in a little while. So you guys want to pop back on? Let me know.
Send me an invite, man, because she's going to bed here in a minute. I gotta stay up. I mean, I got some shit to do tomorrow. But hey, quick question. You get my video I sent you?
No, is it on
about my daughter?
About
my daughter?
For now, I gotta go look for it. Shit.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna play it one more time. My daughter got her a single out. It's gonna come out on Spotify and Apple Music here in a few more days.
Hell yeah!
She got
you got a doctor and a superstar. What the hell's going on?
Dude, check this out. The money that she made for her NIL, she bought a studio downtown Charlotte. So now artists, local artists and all that, they want to come in there and buy studio time, they can buy it. So if you're going to use her engineer, it's $1,000 an hour. If you don't want to use her engineer, it's $500 an hour.
I got to talk to you about that here in a minute. Then that's something
Okay.
That's something we've been talking about too. But yeah, let's hear the song. Let's hear it.
All right. Amy, dig it up right quick. All right, guys. I'm gonna try to do this again for Jason since he didn't hear it. So just hold tight. All right, here it is.
Bro, just send it to me. I can't hear it for shit.
Oh,
He
Coach, you can
texted
put that on your computer?
Huh?
You can put that on your computer?
He texted you it.
Here, hold on.
It's just me and you. I don't know where I be. Got me to a point.
So I'm gonna send it to you.
Wait, I got it. Hey, I got it. Let me see if I can share it.
Yeah. Thanks, Jason.
Yeah.
So,
So
Jason, do you still have my email?
So what?
I was asking Jason if he still had my email because I'm not doing anything today, bro. So if you want to have me on, be more than happy to come on with you.
Yeah, I'll put it up. I'll put it in.
Okay, brother.
Yeah, see if you got it.
I've got it. Let me put it on.
Yeah.
Put it on something because it's not gonna let you share an audio file.
It wouldn't let me. So maybe you can do it a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it a different way. Talk about one last thing and then I'll have it ready.
All right. No, all right. So yeah, she used her money and everything, man, to get that studio time and everything, man. So now not only does she has the real estate, she has a real estate agency and everything that she's working on. She has the orthodontist that she's working on. She has the consignment store that she has with from my granddaughter. It's called Little Tidies, and she sells clothes in there, shoes in there for the kids and everything in the uptown. And now this, so she's balling, man. I tell them, make your money when you can, while you can.
Absolutely.
Money ain't free. So anytime that you can make it, make it. So who do you think will be the Oklahoma 2026 football commits? I don't even know and everything, man. I haven't even addressed that yet. I haven't even looked at the people and everything that they might be trying to go get out of the 2026.
Hey, Coach, can I address something to you and Bishop and Jason that there's one freshman that we haven't talked about, brother, that I feel like is going to make an impact.
Who's that?
CJ Nixon out of Weatherford, Oklahoma.
Okay.
That's one that I got to watch him on 4 games during the senior year. And let me tell you something. He's all that, Coach. He's you want to He's everything you want in a. He'll be. I don't know where they're putting him at it, but he's going to be D-line, so to speak. So whether he'll be an edge or a defensive end or a defensive tackle, I don't know. But what I seen him play at Weatherford, he's going to be a beast, brother. And I hope that people will see just how special this young man is.
Hey, Coach, real quick, what's her name and the name of the song?
What's her name and the name of the song?
I was muted. My bad. Alicia Ricks. All I Need. KJ Ford is 80% defensive end from Duncanville. Look, the more defensive ends you get, the better Oklahoma's going to be. Look, that's one thing that BV and Bates are going to always do is have plenty of defensive ends and plenty of defensive tackles. So that's one thing that Oklahoma is improving on every single damn day is the defense is going to always be a major factor. So,
you know what it's reminding me of, Coach, the way that Bates and BV stockpiling DNs. Mm-hmm. And going from my time as a young Sooner fan, it kind of reminds me of when Lucius Selman was stockpiling defensive ends after his time and that he played at OU and then come to coach under Coach Switzer. He stockpiled a lot of defensive ends, and we had some good ones. And this is what it's kind of reminded me of.
Well, if we let's say this, we do 10 wins this year or 9 wins, it's going to only increase more guys wanting to come here because right now guys are they are pretty much on the fence right now if Oklahoma and BV and them all going to be here or not. So once we show them that he's here for the long haul, we're going to start seeing a lot more depth, a lot more guys coming in on defensive end, defensive tackle, on the defensive side. So if they head in the right direction, the defensive side is not going to worry about anything.
Well, I just know this, that right now we got to make sure that everybody that is a part of the university is communicating so nobody slips through the cracks. And so that's one thing I'm definitely keeping an eye on because it's very important moving forward.
Yeah. Jason, you got it?
Not just yet. Hold on. Right there.
Okay.
It's making me do it as a video, so I have to download it. Hold on.
That's fine. My wife is funny right now. She said, I'm craving a chocolate.
Is it ALICIA?
ALISHA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, since it's Mother's Day, maybe she want to hear it.
She said no, she's craving chocolate chip cookies with milk. So that means I'm going to the store.
Yeah.
That's what that means. I'm going to the store here in a few minutes. She said craving Chick-fil-A chocolate chip cookies with milk. And knowing good and well, Chick-fil-A closed. So I'm going to Walmart to get some damn cookies. Or going to Food Line and get some cookies and then some milk.
Well, if y'all want to go ahead, and do that, this may take a minute. So,
oh, you fine? No, I just wanted you to hear it. Like I said, they heard it earlier. You know, so and then
we just wanted to include it.
I'll throw it up on the late shift here in a little bit too. Then.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said,
that'll work.
So like I said, she doing her thing, man. So like I said, as long as I ain't got to pay no more money for nothing, she's making more money than daddy. So daddy got to start borrowing money from her.
Good luck with that. Shit, good luck with that.
Hey, man, don't let me pull the Uno reverse card. You draw 4. Draw 4. Yeah, I'm gonna get some money now if I need it. No, she gave my wife think she gave $1,000 for Mother's Day. And I was like, boy, I'll be glad when Father's Day come. I might get 50 cents. It is what it is. All right, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I gotta go run this errand for my wife and get her some chocolate chip cookies and some milk. But
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, send me the link, Jason, man, and I'll jump on here later, man.
Yeah, Jason, you got my email. I'm not doing nothing tonight. I'm not gigging or anything. We're taking a weekend off.
Hey guys, on Jason's channel, if you're not, hold on, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna mute right quick. If you're not subscribed to the channel, man, please be subscribed to the channel. I need 10 more subscribers, man, to get to 300. I need that ASAP. I need that man to go up. Jason, you can come on. I need that to go up.
Come on with that. Let's go.
I need 10 more to get 300, man. So I'll be in the $300 club, and I need to be there ASAP. So my goal is to get to 300, and my other goal is to get to 500 before the end of the year. So that's my goal. All right. So
there you go.
Until then, man. Boomer Sooner, man. You guys take care of yourself, Jason. I'll see you later, man, on the show. Horns down. Y'all have a good night, guys. Oh, hold on. I gotta mute your mic. Horns down, man, and I'll see you guys later, man. Until then, Boomer Sooner. Horns down, baby. Y'all take care, guys. Have a good night. Happy Mother's Day.
Money, making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Money making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just getting money. Money making good, my money need a loan. I'm just getting money. I'm just